Why, hello, you amazing, beautiful people, and welcome back to another Taylor Swift Friday. How are all of you doing? So, this is it. This is our last reaction to the debut. We changed how we usually do things here to try and put more videos into the album reactions. That was one of the main feedbacks I was getting. People wanted the album reactions to be a bit bigger when we do these Friday slots. So that's why we've managed to get through the debut album much quicker when we have the last two albums. Plus, it's a much shorter album as well. But we did 5 videos a week. But that does mean that today is our last reaction to the debut album. We'll be finishing this album today, which means all of you in that comment section have got to let me know what you would like me to react to next. Now, I am thinking about changing things up, maybe taking a break from the album reactions just for like a month, and then we'll come back and finish them because we've done a lot of them back to back, so it would be kind of fun to do something else. So if there's any more documentaries or any like funny videos or random Taylor Swift videos you guys would like to recommend, let me know in the comment section down below and we can react to those. I also kind of want to do some more compilations and stuff, so let me know. Put all your favorite recommendations, your favorite compilations, everything in that comment section. Whichever comment is the most liked, that's what we react to next week. Please like and subscribe. And I guess no more talking from me. Let's jump into the finale to Taylor Swift's debut album. I love our song. It's such an adorable, happy song.
I was riding shotgun with my hair undone in the front seat of his car. He's got a one-hand feel on the steering wheel, the other on my heart. I look around.
I love the image that's painted in his. One hand on the steering wheel, the other on my heart. I love it. I love it because usually, you know, like driving along the car, you'd have one hand on your partner, you know, maybe your partner's leg while you're driving along the car. But this paints out like a different romantic opening. I think it's really good wordplay.
On the steering wheel, the other on my heart. I look around, turn the radio down.
Her accent's so strong on this one as well.
I say nothing, I was just thinking how we don't have a song. And he says, our song is the slam and scream door, sneaking out late, tapping on your window when we're on the phone and you talk real slow, cause it's late and your mama don't know. Our song is...
The whole concept of this song is so inherently sweet and romantic. Our song is every single moment. Our song is the evening. Our song is the moment. Our song is every adventure we go on every evening. Not limited to one track. It's super sweet. Sounds so different, by the way. I don't know if I've ever heard this version.
Could play it again.
I don't know if I've ever heard this version before. It sounds so significantly different to the ones I've checked out. Especially her voice.
After everything that day had gone all wrong and been trampled on and lost and thrown away. Got to the hallway, well on my way to my love in bed. I almost didn't notice all the roses and the note that said, our song is a slam and screen door.
Again, painting the amazingly beautiful... Man, I love how romantic some of Taylor's albums really get, right? Because especially after Red. Red broke my damn heart. So having debut be so like teenage romance and love and all these like spiraling whirlwind of just cuteness, like our song, I love it. The idea of someone coming home after a long day, a stressful day, and just having this like rose petals all laid out and everything, and just the beautiful romance that comes with it. It's so heartwarming. I'm a sucker for romance.
On your window when we're on the phone.
How someone so young able to capture so many stories of generations. I know that sentence doesn't make any sense, but what I mean is she is like, I can't think of a better way to describe this. Taylor's ageless. Like with her knowledge and experiences, she has way more than she does for her number, for her age.
And when I got home,
like how is she able to write songs as complicated like this, especially emotionally, full of so many experiences. Like this sounds like a married couple.
our song, 'cause our song is a slam and screen door, sneaking out late, tapping on his window. 'cause it's late and his mama don't know.
That accent on, because he talks real slow because it's late and his mama don't know. The accent on that is the best. It's actually the best.
The way he laughs, the first date, man, I didn't kiss him and I should have. And when I got home, for I said amen, asking God if he could play it again.
Oh, the deep Taylor tones in the again though there. God, her accent on this is so strong. I love it.
I was riding shotgun with my hair undone in the front seat of his car. I grabbed a pen and an old napkin and I wrote down our song.
I feel like the end of that, is this. Like, is like the writing behind this song, because our song is the idea of taking moments and like making them the song, you know? Like, there's no song, because even at the end, even in the bridge, Taylor says, like, I listened to every single song on the radio and I couldn't find anything as good as our song. So the whole point in this is, like, what's our song? And then being like, our song is everything. Our song is this noise when we do this, that sound when we do this, the sound of this happening and that happening. It's our life, it's our journey, it's our romance, it's our story. That's our song, you know? There's no song that can replicate that. There's no song that we can listen to that makes us feel like that. So this is our song. It's special and unique to us. And it's an adorably cute concept, right? And it's geniusly well executed. And in the end, is Taylor writing this song? Either writing actually our song, or Taylor writing, or like tribute for Tenacious D. It's like the idea of it. Taylor writing down the song because she's never been able to find a song that matches and captures everything that she feels, everything that her partner said. So in that moment, she wrote and created their song. It's beautiful. It's hopelessly romantic in the most cute freaking way. It's an instant smiling, juicing track. I love it. And the accent on it is so damn strong, it just melts your heart. Hearing Taylor's voice like that, Taylor, how different does she sound? So cute. Absolutely love it. I was smiling the whole way through that. This whole album is such a feel-good album. It just puts you in the best freaking mood. The entire album. You don't stop smiling when you press play, man. Great album for just like lifting your mood. Let's check out this next one then. I'm Only Me When I'm With You. I don't know if I've heard this one at all. Her voice sounds completely different in this track, by the way. Way more mature, accent subsized, very different. Giving more of a modern sort of Taylor vibe. And the image of like painting pictures in the sky, for me, feels like someone just like saying what shapes they find in clouds.
Listen to the crickets sing. Everything I need is right here by my side. And I know everything about you. I don't wanna live without you. I'm only up when you're not down. Don't wanna fly if you're still on the ground. It's like no matter what I do, well, you drive me crazy half the time. The other half I'm only trying to let you know that what I feel is true. And I'm only me when I'm with you.
When you compare this song to the song we just listened to our song, Taylor's voice sounds completely different. Her vocal diversity on this album is mind-blowing. And just as simple and subtle as the last song to this song, like the deepness of her voice, the accent sort of changing and shifting, like the tone switching, the power that she's demonstrating here, it sounds like a different person.
Just a small town boy and girl living in a crazy world, trying to figure out what is and isn't true.
Was that instrument now? This instrument now, is that still guitar?
Try to hide my tears, the secrets
I've complimented this album a lot for its like old school punk pop infusion of country music. And although it feels way more country than it does like punk pop or anything like that, songs like this, that element bleeds through. These sound like the softer songs you would get on a 2000s punk album rather than country music songs. That's, at least to me, that's what they sound. Which is crazy that there's that much range in genre on this album. This song really feels bizarrely nostalgic. I'm imagining like I'm back at my dad's house and we had this field at the bottom of our road, and I'm leaving the house, I'm going to walk through the field, I'm with some friends maybe, because like at the bottom of my dad's house there used to be this huge woodland area that was just open, and fields and woodland area and all sorts of stuff, until it got developed into houses, sadly. Not all of it, but like half of it. And I'm literally just imagining like walking back through there. It has this like summery sort of go out and do something, whether it's with a loved one or a friend, and like a younger sort of feel, you know? There's something about it. The music kind of feels like that time. Her voice. Her voice, by the way, I know I've said it before, I'm saying it again. Her vocals on this track are insane. It doesn't sound like her. Like, and I don't mean that in a mean way at all. I mean, it sounds completely different to the last song. The tone has shifted, and she sounds different. Listen to her voice. So different. Listening to Debut, I'm starting to realize something and connect with certain Swifties. Because one thing that I see people talking about quite a lot is what Taylor's next album is going to be like. And a lot of people said they're excited to hear an album that's written from the perspective of Taylor now, you know? Because Torture's Poets Department was like half and half. And it wasn't like a full album dedicated to the Taylor we know now, right? Hold on, I'm just trying to think how to articulate it. As in, the Taylor we know, like Taylor with Travis is what I'm trying to say. You know, like fully Taylor happy with Travis and all songs created and around those emotions. Not particularly how she's feeling towards Travis, but the emotions that are coming from that comfortability and that happiness and that security in her life and just feeling like that and that emotion that she is now just constantly feeling, like that happiness that she's got, and the whole album created around that, you know. And a lot of Swifties are really excited about her next album to get that sort of look into it, and I'm starting to get that excitement too through Debut, because Debut, like this, our song is sweet and happy. Don't get me wrong, there's some sad ones. We had Mary's song on here. Should have said no. Like these aren't like happy songs, but there's loads that are happy, and the majority are happy. And our song is a happy, beautiful, romantic story. And I'm Only Me When I'm With You is a beautiful sort of romantic, happy story. Like they're all feel good, right? And listening to these songs and hearing Taylor in that mentality and hearing this like young romance and this punk pop vibe that she had on I'm Only Me When I'm With You, and like all of that sort of like happy high school energy that she brings to this makes you very excited for Taylor feeling maybe like that now, and what kind of music's gonna come from that. This song made me think exactly of that, because I'm sitting here having these nostalgic feelings of my past, and I'm wondering if that kind of like giddy romance that Taylor might be feeling now is going to make her feel nostalgic, happy feelings of her past as well. And we're going to see that kind of writing. And if songs like this are going to be modernized and bled through in her writing now, like, how is all of that going to work? Doesn't it just make you kind of excited? I think I'm starting to get it. I'm starting to get it. When Swifties like say that so much, I'm starting to understand. I'm starting to get it. And it does make me freaking excited. Also, shout out to the channel, how do I say it? Maggie Eula 243. They're the ones who like did all these lyric videos, and they did an excellent job on them. So shout out to that channel. I really like the energy of that one, and her vocals were so different. The tone that she used was completely different. Like the energy felt different, felt more punky, and I just absolutely loved her voice, like what she went for there. And I feel like she did a really good job at like maturing her sound with that deep tone, and it just made us like age like 10 years vocally. Really bizarre, but kept all that sort of like adolescent teen pop punk kind of energy, you know? It's amazing how she was able to cross that bridges with that track. Anyway, Invisible. I'm a bit worried. I'm pretty sure I've heard this one before. The title sounds familiar, but I'm worried about the title if I haven't, because it sounds kind of sad. But for some reason I feel like I've heard Invisible. It's hard to tell at this point. We've heard so many now.
She can't see the way your eyes light up when you smile. She'll never notice how you stop and stare whenever she walks by.
Is this the one we saw live with the wedding?
And you can't see me wanting you the way you want her, but you are everything to me, and I just wanna show you she don't even know you. She's never gonna love you like I want to, and you just see right through me. But if you only knew me, we could be a beautiful miracle, unbelievable, instead of just invisible.
I really feel like one of the reasons Taylor's just shines so damn brightly is because there's just no one like her. Like, this song just feels completely unique, and I'm comparing this song with our song, and with every freaking song on this album. But more importantly, like the three we just listened to, I'm Only Me When I'm With You, with our song, and now with Invisible, and the diversity of those three songs alone, and how much range she has. And I'm just realizing that Taylor from day one wanted to make sure that she was just uncomparable. And you hear a song like this that has like all the seriousness that we've had on this album, all the sadness and storytelling that she's just making amazing on this album. And then on top of that is that tone as well, that like mature tone she's brought back on this one. It feels like it's got that country-esque feeling, but that soft like 2000s punk feeling as well in the lyrics. It's so complex. It's crazy. Am I making any sense?
There's a fire inside
Maybe I'm not.
that can't help but shine through.
Oh, her voice.
But she's never gonna see the light, no matter what you do. And all I think about is how to make you think of me and everything that we could be. And I just wanna show you she don't even know you. She's never gonna love you like I want to, and you just see right through me. But if you
Having the backup vocalists on this part, again, changes the entire emotional feel of this song. Makes it feel like a church ballad or something, you know? You've got like this like choir supporting her vocals here.
only knew me, we could be a beautiful miracle, unbelievable, instead of just invisible.
You know what I mean?
Like shadows in the faded light, oh, we're invisible.
Now I think about it, the entire song actually has that feeling. Like the choir's picked up again here, the instrumental sort of picked up a little bit, and the whole, like now especially, like this bridge in the chorus, but most of the song has that kind of church romance. It's
Oh, we're invisible.
especially the choir.
I just wanna open your eyes.
Feels like a wedding song.
Make you realize
that
I
piano
just
as well.
wanna show you, she don't even know you. Baby, let me love you, let me
Oh my
want
word.
you.
All the
You
power
just
of
see
her
right
vocals
through
here
me,
to
but
show
if
you where her
only
vocals went.
knew me, we could be a beautiful miracle, unbelievable, instead of just invisible.
Her voice sounds so smooth, by the way. Like, there's nothing quivering or quaking or anything. It is the smoothest notes ever.
Yeah. She can't see the way your eyes light up when you smile.
Again, the storytelling. Invisible paints this picture, in my head at least, of like a wedding. And I don't know whether that's not because I think this is the wedding song that we've heard, but I'm not 100% sure. But that's what I get. Like, someone sitting in a church pew, like even like maybe a music video in like a church, and they're about to get married, and you know, like this person you love is up there about to get married to someone that you know doesn't appreciate them, doesn't love them fully, and you're just sitting there, but there's nothing you can do because they can't look at you, and you just have to like accept it. But you're sad in that moment, and you're just like, and this is what the song that's playing in your mind in that situation, like, you know, I will love you, I will give you all the love that they're not giving you, like you're giving yourself to them, they're not giving you back to them, and if only you could see like how she, like, if only she could see. And that's the other thing. There's lyrics in this that aren't just like Taylor saying like, I could love you if only you could understand that. There's also lyrics in this that are just saying like I wish she could see how much he loved you. You know? It's like, it's not just like this, like, we should be together. It's also like, well, if we can't be together, I wish she could see how much you appreciate her. You know? I wish she was able to see how you look at her. I wish she could see that, you know? And that makes it like even more painful, because, you know, at the end of the day, this person just wants this person that they're in love with to be happy more than anything. And it's both sad that they're not happy with them, but sad that the person they're with doesn't see how happy they are with them, you know? Just wants them to be happy overall. And it just paints this like really just sad feeling around this song. And then her freaking voice. What is going on, by the way? I'm Only Me When I With You had this deeper Taylor vocals, and now Invisible had the same, but went on a more softer, subtle, smooth sort of style. The whole back end of this album, it feels like a different singer. Taylor's voice has changed and shifted. I really feel like we're listening to like a completely different version of Taylor. Like there's so many differences between not only this voice and the Taylor we know now, but even the other songs on this album. It's crazy. Her voice is so different. It's mind-blowing. All right, we got one more song, and then we've got a remix as well. But this is the last song on the album, technically, and that's A Perfectly Good Heart.
Why would you wanna break a perfectly good heart? Why would you wanna take our love and tear it all apart now? Why would you wanna make the very first scar? Why would you wanna break a perfectly good heart? Maybe I should have seen the sign. Should have.
I wonder if these songs were all recorded in order. Because the album definitely... Or if the album was made like this on purpose. I mean, it's Taylor Swift. I can't be the only one who notices the shift in her vocals at the back end of this album. It almost feels like the debut album showcased her growing up. You know? And this is her, like, growing up. And this is her being older and her being, like, different in her emotions. Because the back end of the album definitely feels like that. Like, her voice, again, so different. Listen to her. It's like a combination of the past too.
No matter what you say, I still can't believe that you would walk away. It all makes sense to me, but
so much like power for a singer so young as well. she's using the same smoothness that she used on the last song as well. Like, if you listen to her voice, it just sounds so smooth. I don't know how to describe it more than that. It just sounds so smooth.
Why would you wanna make the very first start? Why would you wanna break a perfectly good heart? It's not unbroken anymore.
It's like when she says heart and anymore, it's like she somehow manages to make the entire word fit into the first syllable. You know, huh, like that, and like that sort of like hush whisper, heart. And she makes every word like fit that, but then linger out the tone. And she does it with any more as well. Like she like sits on the first syllable and then brings the whole word into the same sort of like smoothness, the same sort of like tone as that first syllable.
How do I get it back the way it was before?
Also, the way the songs have been arranged needs mentioning, because the arrangement of them is fantastic. Like, even this early on, the like brilliance of her bridges does not go unnoticed.
Why would you wanna break a perfectly good heart? Why would you wanna take our love and tear it all apart now? Why would you wanna make the very first scar? Why would you wanna break? Would you wanna break it? Why would you wanna break a perfectly good heart? Why would you wanna take our...
I love how this entire album is pretty much the symbol of youthful romance. Whether or not that's the heartbreak that comes with it, or the passions that are around it, or something you see your friends or yourself personally. But the entire album for me feels like youthful romance. And this feels like just that. This is just someone like coming to terms with this breakup and just looking back at it and just, you know, questioning the situation. Now they've got like their head on their shoulders a bit more. They're looking back and going, why would you want to do that? Why did you want to do that? Why did you do that?
Tear it all apart now. Why would you wanna make the very first scar?
I love that line there as well. The way her tone raises.
A perfectly good heart.
The emotional depth on this album. Like, when did... And the thing is, this is Taylor's debut album. She wrote this when she was very young. But a lot of the songs on this album, she wrote before, like, the songs came out. Before the album came out. Some of the songs on this album she wrote when she was 17, 16, like, even before that. And the fact that... Like, the fact that she is able to convey such, like, heavy adult style of emotions on this track for someone so young at this point when she's writing these songs, like this song, why would you want to go and break a perfectly good heart, right? Those lyrics. And you're like, why would you want to make the very first scar? Like, this whole song, A Perfectly Good Heart, showcases the mature emotions of someone that's gone through a breakup, that's looking back at it, that's been heartbroken by someone, and instead of like having those sort of like adolescent minds and feelings about it, like how we as adults would look back at our relationships, you know? That's what this song showcases. But this isn't Taylor now looking back at a past relationship with her head screwed on and going like, why would that person want to hurt me like that? Why would they want to do that? This is Taylor as a teenager, you know? This is young Taylor who went through a relationship or somehow is able to understand that relationship and then look back at it with an adult's mind at the situation completely logically, you know? Like instead of being like upset and angry and pissed off at the situation, it's more of just questioning why someone would go and do that. Again, that like mature mind. And I think her tone matches that. Maybe that's what is supposed to happen. As the songs get more mature, as Taylor's sort of like lyrics and the meanings behind these songs gets more mature, so does her voice. Her voice gets more mature. It gets stronger. It gets deeper. It sounds like she's growing up as the song goes on. Like, Debut almost feels like we start off with younger Taylor, with like this younger sort of mind, you know, very like party and poppy and that sort of country-esque feel. And as the album goes on, Taylor grows up, she matures through the album, we sort of take it over that time, and by the end of it, we have a much more mature Taylor, looking back at these situations, and sort of like analyzing it through an adult's mind, despite still being a kid. She's somehow able to perfectly predict her own future mindset, and write a song with that in mind. It's genius, and I don't know if I'm overcomplicating something that is like actually simple, but for me it just seems genius. It really bloody does. It highlights the absolute fantastic diversity and range of this entire album, how much she was able to create these different sounds and varieties, how much she was able to shape and shift her vocals, and how much she was actually able to just like put herself in different mindsets from different time periods and different people going through different situations brilliantly. All at such a young age. How many people at this age can write complicated romantic songs that fit so many adult minds and situations, so many different kinds of relationships from this age? It feels like she's like an old soul, a timeless soul who's lived multiple different lives before this even came out. That's what this feels like. We've got one more song on this album. It's Teardrops on My Guitar, the pop version. Let's do it.
Drew looks at me. I fake a smile.
This is actually going to be super interesting.
Should be. I'll bet she's beautiful. That girl he talks about, and she's got everything that I have to live without. Drew talks to me.
It's curious that this is supposed to be the pop version, whereas right now kind of doesn't feel like a pop version. You know, feels very similar. I'm not really getting poppy vibes, other than her voice. Like everything feels kind of similar.
So funny that I can't even see anyone when he's with me. He says he's so in love, he's finally got it right. I wonder if he knows he's all I think about at night. He's the reason for the teardrops on my guitar, the only thing that keeps me wishing on a wishing star. He's the song in the car I keep singing, don't know why I do.
I cannot hear that part of Teardrops on My Guitar and not think of it all too well. It was there, I remember it all too well. It literally has the same like tone. It literally does. It makes me think of it straight away.
I keep singing, don't know why
every time. What is that? Is that a violin?
Can he tell that I can't breathe? And there he goes, so perfectly. The kind of flawless I wish I could be.
I have to say, for me, this doesn't feel like a pop version. And I don't mean I don't like the song. It just doesn't feel poppy. It doesn't. It feels incredibly like soft and mellow and chilled. I'm not getting a pop energy from this. It feels like a soft country song. It feels like a soft pop country song. But it definitely doesn't just feel like pure pop. I really like it, but I wouldn't have called it a pop version. Even this chorus feels more soft rock indie than pop. It does actually feel more like soft rock, doesn't it? Than it does pop. Like with the heavy guitar, not rock, but like heavy sort of guitar sound. The drums are very like front and center.
So I drive home alone as I turn out the light. I'll put his picture down and maybe get some sleep tonight. 'Cause he's a reason.
Teardrops on My Guitar really shows off her voice as well, like her quivers and her like her range and able to sort of adapt notes like that, like her breath control as well. Like, because when she does that night note, she just goes.
For the teardrops on my guitar, the only one who's got enough of me to break my heart. He's the song in the car I keep singing, don't know why I do. He's the time
That echo there. really, really, really like how she utilizes the backup vocals as well. Like the male and female vocalists she has backing her up on this whole album, which is brilliant. I imagine I'm probably going to get people disagreeing with me on this one. I would just guess. But for me, that does not feel like a pop track. I really wouldn't... If you showed me Teardrops on My Guitar and said, like, what version is this? I don't think I would have said pop. Like, it feels very similar to the original, which I don't know what I was expecting. But for some reason, I was expecting something more further away from the original sound. And although the original is quite country-esque, this one feels the same. Like, I can imagine this just being, like, a different live version of the song. It doesn't feel, like, heavily pop. Like, when I think of Taylor's other pop songs, even the ones on debut, and I think of the ones she's made now, and I think of other pop songs around the same sort of time, this doesn't feel like one that would fit in with those. And I guess that's maybe because this is Taylor's country song and, like, a pop version of that song. So it can only be as poppy as the original will allow it to be, you know? Like, you can, like if I had a Lamborghini outside of my window, I could only make that Lamborghini look like a Ford F-50 as much as I possibly could, you know? Like, there's only so much you can do with the original sort of thing. So the fact that Teardrops on My Guitar, hopefully that analogy makes sense. The fact that Teardrops on My Guitar was originally this sort of country-sounding song, there's only so much you can do to turn it into a pop song, right? And maybe that's what we're hearing here. I feel like I said, I feel like it doesn't feel like a pop version, but the song overall, very nicely done. Her vocals on this are very, like, clear, very concise, matches kind of the sort of sound that her vocals have on the back end of this album, so it does fit in with the previous tracks as well. She's got that smoothness that, with that mature sort of accent she puts on this, kind of comes through. And on top of that, the whole song just feels, like, nice. You know? It's sad, but it's like a nice feeling. It's bizarre. Again, I don't really know what you would call this, but for me, it feels like a soft rock version. You know, more like an indie rock version, or maybe indie pop. But I like that she did a different version like this. I would have liked to have seen other versions for some of the other songs as well. I would really like to see Taylor, like, do a sort of, like, heavier rock song, because we have seen her dabble in it, and she really does kick ass with it. And she's got the growls and the quivers in her voice to pull it off. It would be really interesting to see her try that one day. And listening to Debut actually shows us she's always had those powerful vocals and was able to hit those powerful notes. But there's sort of moments where she, like, restrains it and, like, will lean into the accent more than she'll lean into that power. I feel like the back end of Debut really shows that power. And it's just amazing how much talent she had from such a young age. Not just in her vocals as well, but also her writing, in her understanding of music and the emotions in music. For someone so young to have such a mature understanding of these situations, mind-blowing. It really is. I feel like Debut really shows you just how brilliant Taylor was from day one. What a fantastic album. What an eye-opening album, and I cannot wait to see what you guys all vote for next. Put all your recommendations down below in that comment section. You can check out every single song I react to in the description as well. And if you like these reactions, please like, please subscribe. That really helps. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, you will see me in the next video.